There's a new day a-coming. Everybody gonna be free. A better day for you and me. Everybody gonna be free. Everybody gonna be free, yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. There'll be no more fighting in Vietnam. Everybody gonna be free all over this land. Everybody gonna be free. Gonna be free. 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 Lord have mercy. Everybody's gonna be free. Yeah. Everybody's gonna be free.
Happy Friday, everybody. First of all.
There'll be no more fighting in Vietnam. Oh Lord, everybody gonna be free all over the land. Listen, Mr. President, yeah, this is an open letter to you. I want to know, why don't you stop the fighting and bring all our boys home? That's right. But Mr. President, oh, can't you see all the protesters in the streets? And look at all the hungry people, the fatherless children with no shoes on their feet. Can't you hear them all singing? I can. They're saying, I wanna be free. Everybody wanna be free. Everywhere you go, they wanna be free. Everybody wanna be free. Way down in Georgia, they wanna be free. South Africa, they wanna be free. New York ain't no better. They wanna be free. I said they wanna be free. All out.
Happy Friday, everybody. First of all. I'm talking to you, right?
Yeah. Jesus, man.
It won't focus on you if you're that close. Supposed to be my people in this though. Alright.
Glenn is gonna kill us.
I know. I think it looks alright on here, my bubble, so.
Alright.
Have you say and spell your first and last name for me?
Diallo Sekou. Diallo-Sekou.
And a title as well.
Chairman of the Kemetic Empire. Kemetic Empire.
Why did you guys come out here today?
We came out here today in solidarity with the Justice League United to file this second complaint, colorable law, so we can get the FBI to investigate the sheriff's office, also to make sure they investigate the murder of Vernell Bing Jr.
Why now? Why have you decided to do this now?
There's no better time than now. It's not yesterday or tomorrow, but now. We have to get on this. We have to stay on top of it. And we have to make sure that people stay engaged with what's taking place in this particular case, because most people think that you'll stand on the corner and there's nothing going on. They'll think that you're a march and then you'll go home and forget about it. That's not the case. This is the line being drawn. And so this is our efforts, this is our proactive approach to making sure and ensuring for the community, the entire community of Jacksonville, that if this ever happens again, these are some of the steps that you can take to make sure that this your case get investigated outside through a third party.
what's your message, and what do you hope the outcome of all this will be?
Well, the message is justice. Wherever there's injustice somewhere, there's injustice everywhere. So we want to make sure that this officer, number one, is arrested for the murder of Vernell Jr. We want to make sure that all the corruption and anything else that's going that's injustice inside the sheriff's department is weeded out. The sheriff is doing his part, and that's his private citizens. We're doing our part.
The document you have, who did you hand that to, and what does it say?
Well, first of all, I'm Bobby Worthy, National President for the Justice League United. I came today in support of the movement for Vernell who was shot, killed by a JSO officer, not shot and killed, assassinated by JSO officer, shot in the head. And what I filed today was with the U.S. Attorney's Office as well, what they call a color law complaint, and asking for an independent investigation, as I did a few weeks ago with the FBI. This time I came back down to back it up with a color law complaint. Actually, a color law complaint is what gives you the right, civil and criminally, for the FBI to step in and investigate JSO office, Angela Corey office, for multiple wrongdoings and injustice, mainly against African Americans and people of color.
This is a national story, right? We see this all over the country. This may be a silly question, but do you feel like enough is being done?
No. As far as on the activist side, it's always more can be done. It's always more people can get involved. As the pastors sits around and sits in their pulpits and collect money in churches and not on the battlefield fighting. As you know, that the civil rights movement was actually founded in the churches. The great Martin Luther King was most of his greatest speeches was done from the pulpit. So if we can get these people out of the pulpits and in the churches paying dues and fighting for injustice but not waiting until injustice come knock on their door, then they should be out here fighting with us for this young man that was murdered, assassinated, homicide by a JSO officer. And Angela Corey has never prosecuted one officer, if my recollection is right, since 1987 or before.
We need the whole city behind this.
Yes.
We need the whole city behind this. It's systemic. It's not an isolated case. We need the entire city behind this. No matter what they thought that led up to the incident, it's the matter what the end result was. The end result was an execution of Vernell being from behind. So we need the entire city behind us.
What happens if you don't get the results you're looking for? What are the next steps for you all?
Well, I'll say the next step is the next step. We have to play it by ear.
Keep fighting.
Keep fighting. You know, they never stop pushing, never stop moving forward. Because, you know, like I said, you know, injustice is injustice. Injustice is justice. So we're gonna keep fighting and pushing until we get justice by any means necessary.
Will you take it to the state level?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're actually at the national level now. This is the FBI. So we're at the next level.
Anything else we want to say?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
What I would like to ask you is, Bobby Worthy, I've been working in civil and human rights since 1975. And my question is, did you notify the local news media about this, what you was doing today, concerning this young man's death? Because too often the major news in the black African-American community go unpublished. Did you notify them, number one? And if so, why do you think they don't see a great interest in this?
Well, one of them here, I notified all the local medias, but he's here, just like I did them. I think right now, every major newspaper news team, television station should have been here, because this is a big step. We all go to the U.S. Attorney's, we'll go to the Attorney's Office, Angela Curry, we'll rally, we'll fight. How many of us goes to the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office asking for assistance against the local law enforcement?
Another question now, you came by last week to the FBI here, and what I would like for you to do, what kind of cooperation or lack of cooperation have you gotten from the G.B.R? Well, how did they receive you as a civil rights leader in Georgia and the state of Florida?
Rephrase that question again.
How have the G.B.R. treated you in terms of you trying to get your paperwork through?
You mean the FBI?
Yes, the FBI, yes.
Well, today, the agents were, I would say, very, very professional. It seemed they were concerned with our concerns and our complaints. Last week when I came, the agent in charge, not agent in charge, but the agent that came out that was over cyber, he said he was over cyber crimes, did not seem concerned at all. Was just mainly right to me rude. But, you know, we can't satisfy everybody. I just maintain professionalism and move on.
One thing you got to keep in mind, it's not really necessarily the individual that's in there, but one of the things we have to keep in mind that's institutionalized in the Supreme Court is the Dred Scott case. And the judge said this, I'm going to see if you remember this well, the black man has no rights that the white man will ever respect. Dred Scott case. And that was put out by Judge Taylor.
1857.
Right. So we keep that in mind when we talk about fighting white supremacy. White supremacy does that. It's not necessarily the European that's inside of the system, but it is that system that operates with or without them. That's why it's all institutionalized. And so this is why we got to not only just continue to push, but push harder. Dr. King was moving to a more aggressive disorder. So we're not just sitting here lying around talking. So we're gonna keep fighting. But we're gonna get it on this one.
Short form, my brother. Will you give me a short 10-second synopsis of the organization that you are with? Where did it come from, short form, and what it's about?
The Kemetic Empire is a human rights organization. Kemetic is just an ancient form, one of the original terms of the word Africa or Egypt, Kemet. And so it's a human rights organization. We deal with the entire community. One of the main things is social economics, agriculture, and manufacturing. And so we deal with the injustices that's what we want to, on this, what you're looking at right now is us dealing with the injustice of a human who was violated. Civil rights is just things that people give you. Human rights are things that you're born with. And so we want to make sure our people aren't continuing to be trampled. It's been over 65 years, man, since anything has really happened in this country. And so we'll hopefully we can set a precedence in this particular city in this instant. And hopefully that these officers will take a little bit more precaution in shooting these young boys out here in the streets.
How could anyone... Go ahead.
Last question.
That's the last question?
How are you going to help? What are you going to do when you finish all of this?
We never finish. The work is never done. The work is never done. See, once we get the family their justice, they can go on and have a peace of mind. We'll still be out here fighting. Because if it's down in Jacksonville, it's Lake City, it's Ocala, it's Georgia, it's Florida. But our ground zero right now is 9th and Liberty. The funeral is tomorrow, 11 o'clock. The wake today is going on today at 5 o'clock. After that, we'll all return back. After the funeral tomorrow, we'll return back to 9th and Liberty for the repast.
Bobby Worthy, now, I want you to do the same thing that he did in terms of Justice League United, because I see you are all over. What does a Justice League United represent and stand for?
Well,
short form,
the Justice League United is an organization. I was legal redress chairman for the state of Georgia conference, the NAACP, and I felt that the NAACP helped me back and lacked authority to move forward in what I need. I outgrew the NAACP, so I came up with the Justice League. The concept behind the Justice League is that as growing up, we all remember the Super Friends. We all love the Super Friends, and in the Hall of Justice, justice always prevails against evil villains. So I'm here to prevail against all these evil villains.
I'm Black Panther.
And I'm the Minister of Law and Justice for the new Black Panther Party.
Well, and one other thing, y'all excuse me.
We dying out here, man. We dying.
This is the last one. No, this is very important. I think this is very important.
Deadline.
Yeah.
We're in the show right now, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I want you all to define the new Black Panther Party, because everybody seems to associate it with hate. Can you tell what is the direction of the new Black Panther Party to set the record straight?
It's only short. The new Black Panther Party just basically stands for empowerment, economic empowerment of our people. We don't hate nobody. We don't want to divide the race, but it's like this. It's like a husband and wife. If a husband and wife can't get along, they fighting, they're arguing all the time, what you must do is divide. So if white and black can't get together, get along, then we must divide. Simple as that. But we believe in economic empowerment for our people.
Peace. Bobby.
I work 7 days a week.
You did that one.
I do a lot of overtime.
I'm talking about the bouncer. That's on him. See how he bounced pretty good.
Every day I'm
That's what I
working. I'm working hard.
You ain't got up there on the field.
I know
All right, man. Y'all take care. Oh, my beautiful brother. Take care. Love you, brother. Hey, y'all take care. Hey. All right, brother. Do that.
I don't mind.
Hey.
I get back to Jacksonville when I have a grand opening for my company.
Please do.
I'm working hard, baby. I'm working 7 days a week.
Granddaddy George, this was a fun day.
You have shoes on your feet. I'm doing a lot of overtime. Girl, I swear I don't mind. Ooh, I'm working for you, baby. 7 days a week. I work so you can have a place to sleep. Doing all this overtime, baby. So you can dress up and look fine.